China remains the single largest source of tourists in Russia, with last year's Chinese visitor figures reaching 477,000. Some tourists said they found the transcontinental country safer than expected, despite concerns about the effects of the war. Some tour guides noted a significant drop in tourists after the COVID-19 pandemic and the start of Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Timothy Lee tells us more.
St. Petersburg, Russia's second largest city built along the Neva River, is known as the Venice of the North, for its glamorous Baroque and neoclassical architecture dominating its cityscape. With iconic landmarks such as St. Isaac's Cathedral, Church of the Savior Unspilled Blood, Kazan Cathedral, Saints Peter and Paul Cathedral, and the Winter Palace, the city remains a major attraction for tourists, many of whom come from China. This tourist from Henan province said he has never been outside of China before and finds the city beautiful. He was surprised by the similarity of prices between China and St. Petersburg. Members of this 20-member Guangdong tour group had to pay only around $11,000 for a 9-day trip in Russia, which includes flight tickets and accommodation at 4-star hotels. This Zhuhai tourist said the nation is worth a visit, just for its deep history and beauty, adding that she was surprised by how safe it is. Prior to the COVID-19 pandemic in 2019, Chinese visitors to Russia numbered some 2.2 million. But some tour guides said there has been a drastic decline in tourists since the pandemic and the start of Russia's invasion of Ukraine. This tour guide said before the two events he would organize 2 to 3 tours per month, but the figure has now dropped to just once or twice a month. Last year, some 477,000 Chinese tourists visited Russia. An association representing Russia's tourism services earlier announced in a report that the number of visitors that entered the country this summer tripled year on year, with those coming from China comprising 60 to 65%. Currently, mainland residents are still required to get a visa to enter Russia as individuals, but visas are not required if they travel via group tours. Timothy Lee, TVB News.